Hey everybody, it's Kelly Sue from Cleopatra Arts and Sabrina. Sassy Frass. We're painting our $5 Friday project, which is tomorrow. We like to get a little handle on it, show you what it looks like, and work out the snags. I already see one or two. Just because these, I tend to make these exclusive designs. Here, let me move that. Designs we created. People, there goes our not toothbrushes, paintbrushes. Good grief. This one is a paddle with a Frosty, the Snowman. Why are we doing Frosty? Well, it's Xmas in July, and quite frankly, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready to do Xmas. So last week we did the Highlander cow, and you guys, that was the highest or the most popular ornament we've done yet. So
really,
it is, yeah. Like at least right out the gate. Some of the other ones, you know, like sold more, but over a longer period of time. I like the nice font, Frosty. We got a couple things. John just cussed me out about the size of my ornaments. Oh, wait, sorry we're late, but Microsoft 365 or whatever, which allows John to download the ornament that I send him wasn't working. So he had to go get a, what do you call that, USB?
Oh, a flash drive.
A flash drive and do it old school. And you know what?
It was a whole thing.
So we're kind of glad we had a few extra minutes because we were hungry and we were like diving into the Dorito bag like we were trash pandas at a dump. It was ugly, and that's probably what's going on here. But we got to snacky snack. Hey, Kristen.
Cheeto fingers.
Hey, Brenda. Number one. I don't know what happened. They were big when I sent it to him, so you will definitely get bigger snowflakes. Though they're cute, but what happens is they just get ate up. Ate up. Yeah.
Brenda says hello.
Hello.
Christian says hello from hot Florida.
Oh, I can't imagine.
I bet it's hot.
It's overcast.
Humid here.
But it's been 80 to 90 something, but it got cool and overcast. Hold on, I have a bigger snowflake that I thought that I was doing. I was getting. Okay, so this is what I designed. I designed a snowman with a carved smile, a goofy smile, and some snow at the bottom. He goes on a paddle. This isn't the wonky paddle from last time. I used a symmetrical software to make it less.
Very nice, I like it.
Less whatever, I don't know. We call it wonky, whimsical.
Whimsical.
And this is the size snowflakes you'll get. Not, oh my gosh, where did that other one go? Look at this. Look at this. No wonder John cussed me out. I don't care. Whatever. Okay, so how come we have 3 paddles?
Valerie says hello. You just brought that one out.
Yeah, this was the first one, the prototype. It was too small. Hey, Valerie. How you doing, girl? Nice to see ya.
I'm pretty sure I sent out an order for Valerie yesterday. Yeah. That last name looks familiar.
Yeah.
It's coming your way.
And I know Kristen, too. So, Brenda, we're working on yours. I know you got the Gnome Club and something else. Are you going to share that paint?
No.
Okay.
I know, I finally have them on my set. Except I'm going to need that one.
Which one? I'm going to need that one. Gonna need that one. Okay, so what color board are you doing? So I'll do a different board.
I always do my board last. I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Okay, I'm going to do a neutral board. So it looks like a paddle.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I just like to do the foreground. Ooh, foreground first.
The foreground first?
Why are you sloshing it?
I'm sloshing it. I don't know. I gave it a little shimmy shake. It's the Doritos talking, guys. I don't know. Have the ladies ever went face first into a little package of Doritos because lunch was too far away?
She took a couple, got sick of them, threw it my way. I took a couple, got sick of them, threw it back her way.
Give me a thumbs up if you know what we're talking about. Or what is your drug of choice if it's not Doritos? I actually prefer the Cool Ranch. Thank goodness they're not in the house.
Ooh, I like the taco Doritos.
The taco Doritos? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You like Cheetos.
So this one is early American. And so I thought, oh, this will be perfect with the contrast of the white snow, not yellow snow. Oh my gosh.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Don't eat the yellow snow. Reminds me of the time my dad almost got the mailman fired because it wasn't the mailman. Let's put it that way.
Huh?
You know, boys will be boys. Let's put it that way.
How do I make a darker green? Do I add black or brown?
You can add both. either or both. So
I don't want it to be muddy though.
then the black will make it muddy. Add this instead. And adding a little bit of the dark blue or a darker blue can help. So I love mixing colors. Okay, here we go. There's gonna be teal in my future. You know that, ladies, you know that. Oh, you took the sea breeze idea right out of my...
I'm not sure, I'm just kind of picking up hands.
Sea breeze, I have a video on how to make this color from the colors you have at home. It's on our YouTube channel. Coming up to the holiday time, you're gonna use this a lot. Make your own. Make your own. I'm gonna put the lid on this because I already see how
That's pretty muddy in my opinion though.
Okay. Well, you might have added a little bit too much. I do have a darker green. Oh, yeah. Or you can just take dark.
Yeah, this is kind of swampy.
It's swampy. It could be a good base coat though, right? All right. So here is a pretty intense blue. Oh, actually that's really pretty. Everything gets plugged up. It's so irritating. What are you laughing at?
Dudley's being vocal today.
Dudley is being snappy and stuff.
Angie Chrysler says hello.
Hey, how are you doing? And I'm sorry we're late. I know you guys that are in different time zones. It's, here you go. This is...
What's that for?
Fluid acrylic. Well, it's a brighter blue.
For what?
See? Darker, brighter blue. Add a little yellow to it and make it...
Oh, I was going to use the pre-made one. Thank you. I'll try it. Let me see how I can save this here.
Okay, here we go. All right, so yeah.
Actually, that's what I was going for. It's kind of that phthalo.
The phthalo green? Yeah, where it's minty. Okay.
I think that blue was just too light.
Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint him all white right now. Whoop. It's hard because when you're designing it, and I have a big TV because my eyeballs are old. I know you know what I'm talking about. And it looks huge. And then when we shrink it down so it fits on something like that, you end up with something like these, that's not what we're talking about. We're gonna get rid of that. Oh, she loves that blue. Okay, so that blue is fluid acrylic and it's from Liquitex. Not bad. It's not a bad fluid acrylic, but I'm trying to think. No, this is the one. It's like $4.50 a bottle, under $6 anyway. Use your coupon, and it's really intense. It is a little see-through, but the pigment is strong. The opacity is not. You know what I mean? Okay, let's get to painting.
I'm already painting.
All the paintbrushes.
You haven't painted yet.
Okay, I'm gonna lay on the table. All the paintbrushes are over here because I just painted that pilgrim owl. You guys give the best advice. Regular customer bought our witchy owl and said, "Can you make it a pilgrim?" After she bought it. So at least she had faith in me, right? So it came out very cute, super cute. But I just got done painting it, and so all the paintbrushes are wet. So I may soften this a little bit too. It's a little pokey, but honestly, once you have it on the board, it'll have all the support it needs, I believe. It's like a shish kebab.
Aren't we having those for dinner?
We are having shish kebab.
I think that we have a fun palette tonight. You know what we're having?
A fun dining palette tonight. So we do love Disney. You guys all know that. We do. I'm so sorry, Angie, that you've been looking so long. We were having a Microsoft issue, which allows us to get. I know we did last night too, which was the whole thing. But then you woke up this morning and it worked. But then I designed real crappy, so I had to go back in. Can't win them all first time, ladies. Anyway, you know we love Disney and we love Bengal barbecue, their kebabs. It's like so good. And so I get on Pinterest and find copycat for their kebabs. But we also like the bang bang chicken and bang bang shrimp. So easy.
At Disneyland, they have this garlic cheese bread that's just like this huge loaf of bread. And it's so
And it's
good.
pretzel bread.
It's pretzel bread, but they sell it with a, what's it called?
A brat.
A brat.
Yeah.
I don't care for brats, so I get it without it, and it's just so good. And I like dream about it, and I can't find a recipe online for it.
I wish that they would have Yeah, I know. Those of you from the Midwest are gonna absolutely hate us that we don't love brats here. But the reason why is my husband is part Portuguese. At least that's his story, and he's sticking to it. And he likes linguiça, which is a very spicy chorizo, kind of lots of paprika. So when you eat a brat after you eat this, you're like, where's the flavor?
Yeah. Angie says that she wants to see a Santa owl.
A Santa owl.
Fun.
She told me, you told me that. Angie, I asked you a question back, but I know the software doesn't always show it to you. I said, okay, so what should he be holding? I didn't want him to hold him just a candy cane because that's kind of boring. He could hold a tree, a present. I don't know. What do you think he should be holding? Curious minds want to know. Gotta wash those Doritos down.
I know. I keep checking to make sure they're not like hitching a ride in my teeth.
Yeah, it's rolling around in there. I know, you guys get it. Real elegant. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and paint my snowman a second
Keeping
time.
it real.
And when I do that, I'm going to put in a little bit of color that I'm going to blend in to make it look like shading. So specifically underneath his booty ball, I'm going to call it that. And I did not make a 3-tiered snowman. I just made a 2-tiered, 2-tiered. His head and his booty ball, or body ball.
So that's interesting. I'm doing a little bit different technique. I'm painting it a color first, this kind of light blue, and then I'm going to go over it with a light coat of white.
Sweet.
To make it kind of like crystal white.
Crystal white. I like it. Can I use the really good blue?
Yeah.
I'm going to water it down. That's my foot again. Did I not bring in water?
It's behind my computer.
Do you want to snag it? I've already laid down on the table once
Hello.
or twice. She's coming in. She's coming in, folks. She's coming in. All right. We'll see how this goes. Yep, I know. It's Christmas in July. Or Xmas in July. Okay, so I just have a really small paintbrush. I'm going to go underneath the booty ball. I have a line there. I just smeared it with my finger. And I'm okay with it being, I'm going to go under the scarf area too. Just smear it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can do the sides. Just give it a little dimension. But the white is wet and it looks a little bit too bland in my face. So I got my paint, my white paint, and I'm just going to soften that up just a little bit. There you go. Easy. It's easy, easy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I'm going to go for the cowboy hat for my stick arms.
I'm not sure if I like my front.
My shish. Oh, I love it. I do. I love it so much. She ombre'd it.
I'm not sure if I want to make it a different color though.
Well, I guess you have to wait and see.
I know. I might change that at the very end.
She's going to change. It's a journey. Art's a journey. But it's your art. I mean, this is her art. She's going to do it her way. You guys make yourself happy. Okay, so.
Is this red?
It is red. Oh, this is raspberry. That's Christmas red.
Honey,
I went right into black.
I'm going right into all the colors today.
You are. You're doing great. You guys were so funny about last week's project. Man, you snapped them up. But you were like, we like this, which was mine, but we love her pink tongue. Can you put a pink tongue on your this? I was like, nope.
It's supposed to be his chin, but it looked like it could be a chin or. That's really funny.
What happened?
Brenda found the recipe for the Disney garlic pretzel bread and just put it in there.
Brenda.
Thank you, Brenda.
Brenda, you always put us to shame. You make it look like you have a lot of time on your hands, but I think you're just really good at multitasking. Okay, the nose. So I'm going to use... Maybe. Well, it's pretzel, so you probably have to boil it in soda water for a little bit before you put... That's how you do a pretzel.
Really?
Yeah, so you quick boil, like a bagel, quick boil it in soda water, and then you bake it, and that helps get that crispy crunch. It's too many steps. It's easier to go to Disneyland to get the pretzel bread. Am I right?
Donna says, good afternoon from Maryland.
Hey, Donna. Gosh, girl, you are on a crafting streak. Thanks again for the order I just saw come through. I think it was maybe yesterday. I think I put out a box every day this week. Of course, you were in the gnome box and the ornament box. We see Donna come and we're like, woo woo. Okay, so there's a possibility I may make the nose a little fatter also. It can never be too fat. Ta-da. But because this is our space we're working in, I had eyes, I removed them so that I could get a big enough nose that John wouldn't kick my butt. You know what I mean? Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna take your toothpick because my mouth filled. That's okay, I can use a paint pen, but not black, because it's Prime Day.
Yeah. Would you like me to get you a new black paint pen?
So people are like, so what are you gonna do to like attract customers on Prime Day? You know, like take their customers. I'm like, absolutely nothing. I would never compete. Ever. That would be like suicide. There's lots of things that you guys and me, I want from Amazon. I will go to Amazon to find it. Hopefully, if you want crafts, you'll come to us. So, and we just came off of our really big sale for 4th of July. That was fun.
4th of July.
4th of July. So we're gonna work on a Santa. Did Brenda get back to me? Was it Brenda? No, Angie. Angie, did you get back to me on what you thought that the Santa owl should be holding?
Yeah, she said a present or
Gingerbread man
or cookies.
Oh. I think the gingerbread man is that's a win.
That's cute,
I
yeah.
forgot to do around his face with the blue, darn it. I might have enough blue in here.
And let me see.
Yeah, that would be a negatory.
Brenda says that Google is her friend.
It is. I'm gonna have to figure out how to use Google, Zip Drive, blah, blah, blah.
What's that?
Soon enough. I don't know. It's like, but everyone seems to be sending like their calendar. I take lots of classes so I can keep being good, a good provider. I take lots of classes and it seems like I get a lot of stuff out of like Google, Zip Drives and stuff. I have a Google account just because I have a YouTube account. All right, so let's do the berries and the holly. I was gonna add a cardinal.
You're gonna smoke me on the berries. I'm not very good at berries.
You're gonna smoke her.
You always did the little eyeball technique.
No, I'm not doing the eyeball. That was a mistake one day. So I just pulled the holly and berries right from the Santa paddle. Where is he at? Right here. So this one's painted. So this is what she's talking about. So we just put a little bit of black on the bottom and white at the top.
Angie says that she wants some paint pens.
Yes.
Do they make more colors of paint pens?
Yes. You can take bundles.
Really?
Everything's bundled at Amazon. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with, can I use your Christmas red? So
I suppose.
I'll do a base coat
Can
of
I have a
Christmas red.
paintbrush, please?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Pick the one you want. Not that one. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So I have to flip my berries because I did put the berries, I welded them on the bottom layer so you knew where to put them. Oh, those were small. I can't go much bigger because this hat's not huge. Okay, and the bottom, and maybe I'll do a video if you guys want a video on how to paint the berries a little bit more realistically. Give a thumbs up or just reach out to me and let me know. I can just do a dedicated show like that, like a 2 minutes. I'll have John make berries this big, or maybe this big, maybe this big.
What are we talking about?
How to make the berries a little bit more realistic with the shading and a tiny little bit of highlighting. These ones are tiny though. Okay, so while it's wet, I'm just going to go in and add the tiniest bit of wet black. Oop, oop. It'll blend. And then I take my finger and I take the extra off. What is the best paint pen to get? So Kristen, it just depends. I have two types here. Love and hate both. Well, then I have my gold. So this one's my favorite. It is an oil-based paint pen. It's stinky. Deco Color Gold. That's my favorite because it's, okay, they say oil-based. It's more like a spray paint, you know, where it's super shiny, stinky shiny, delicious, 24 karat.
Delicious.
Delicious. Okay. Then you have the spring-loaded type paint pens. This one is not, this is still a felt tip. Can you see that? Still a felt tip, which I prefer, whereas something like this, well, that one is too, never mind. Some of them are more pokey, almost like a pen, you know what I mean? Paint pen. I don't love those. These were the ones I like for some detail work. And the reason why, you got the dot end, I hope you can see that. And then you have the felt pen end. So I go back and forth between these two. They are both Artistro, Amazon. I've had both for a while. I like this one because it shows you the level of fluid you have in them, and I can get white and black in a 6-pack, and I go through those the most. But I don't, these ones you just paint with, like it's a paintbrush, and these ones, I kind of have to spring load them, kind of dab some out, and then use that little well, like I'm painting. It's difficult. There's no right or wrong thing, so we like these. It came in a pack of 18 for probably 11 bucks. And then there was a pack of these, but honestly, most of the colors are going bad because I don't like to use them. So I just want white and black and then my gold. Where did I put my gold? So there you go. I like them. I did order silver and gold paint pens like this. They're a little shabby, you know what I mean, like drab. So this is the one, if you're gonna spring, I think this was $6.99, but it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. And it's got a really wide, I only use it for detail around the sides or really big lettering in door hangers. Wow, long story there.
Brenda says that you should do a gnome elf for the next ornament, or a gnome snow bunny.
Well, that's unique and specific. A gnome snow bunny. I'm gonna put a pin in that. I think I'm appealing to a very specific audience with that, but I can do a gnome, what did she say? Gnomes, not gnomes.
Elf.
Gnome elf. You can do a gnome elf this month. Sure, I can get that. We'll get that. And I like that. Monday, because it's project of the week and it's still Xmas in July, we're doing a standing snowman, super cute. Again, it's not technically Christmas stuff, but honestly, winter, we're going with a winter theme this year. It's a little gnomey looking. Kind of excited about that one. Yeah, I'm gonna come in and just add some teal on my snowflakes. Okay, so my Frosty.
I need some black. Oh,
I have a little right there. Oh. This is the high shine one. Okay, so I'm gonna go, what color did you do your scarf?
Green.
I'm gonna go in and do my scarf. Let's do pink and purple. Okay, I'm just gonna use a paint pen.
Janet says that they're so cute. That's sweet.
Hey Janet, how are you? I'm just using a paint pen. It makes it easy. I grabbed the dot side.
Sorry.
I think I'll survive. The first coat dries really quick. You can give it a second coat and then go in with embellishment. They're not as, are you happy with the transparency or the opacity of it?
Of what?
Of paint pens? Because the next coat, I was thinking about putting purple on, dark purple, and I was thinking, I'm not sure how well it's gonna show. So let me just go ahead and give it one more coat. I could have gotten fancy with the scarf, and in the long run, I didn't. I made it so that it has the thing flapping in the front, I didn't put a knot. He just looped it one time. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. Let's see. I'm gonna go, whoop. And it's nice and easy. I'm just gonna hit the sides. We're gonna stripe it. Okay, I'm okay with this. All right, that was fun.
What was fun?
The stripes. I feel like I could add some white now too to break it up.
I did a little bit of snow on mine.
Okay, so that happened really quickly, but it does need the white. So I'm gonna grab my white paint pen if I could figure out how to do with it. Here it is. And I'm just gonna go in there, just add a little bit more just to kick it up. Sometimes when the colors are the same, I'm gonna say hue, and that's not right. Intensity, those dogs. But we have the pool guys are here.
I think that they're packing up to leave. That's why they're going cray-cray.
Yeah, it's only been 3 months. Okay. Ooh.
It's paying off though. It looks fantastic.
Yay.
I'm so excited to go swimming.
One day we'll get up there. If I eat more Doritos, I'll be a floater, not a swimmer.
You'll be a sinker.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so the white's a little bright on my holly berries, but it's okay. Great time to show you guys this paint pen.
Brenda says that Christmas in July is fun.
Christmas in July is fun. Oof, just sticky. Some of you guys are very sensitive to smell. If that's the case, you're gonna want to just steer clear of this. It's worth it. Plug your nose, put a COVID mask on, you know the one. I saw a YouTube video the other day ago that changed my life.
Really?
Apparently, you can wear 2 masks with like toothpaste or Vaseline with, what do you call that? Essential oils mixed in between the layers, and you're sniffing that. Well, that's a whole other problem, I'm sure. You're sniffing that instead of smells, you know? Like, if you had to clean up.
I'm sure like healthcare workers would do that.
Yeah. Once I start on this gold, forget about it. It's hard for me to say no. No more. Okay, so I have, the white one is a little disappointing. It's not as intense as I want it to be, but it might work for this. Plus, I scrubbed really hard. I she-hulked it. So I'm just going to do the sides.
I don't even think that they can see me.
I
I always do that. I always turn this way.
I think I'm gonna have snow dripping down his arms and the top of his hat. Let me see if I can just do it with the paint pen. Not really. I mean, yeah, sorta. I like it chunkier than that. Cute. So let me give you a little sneak peek of how it's going together. Again, I had eyes because I did ask Sabrina, would you rather have eyes or dip and dot them? She said eyes. Whoop. Coming together. The devil will be in the details. So I don't know what to do with the Frosty. The Frosty, I was expecting it to go on the belly, down low. That's why I didn't give him any gumdrop buttons.
Gumdrop buttons. I don't know what color to do my back report.
Can I have a small sponge, pretty please?
Yeah.
Well,
you can have a big size and you can slice it up. What are you doing with that knife? I like your scarf.
Thank you.
Cute.
I did it with Brenda in mine. She likes purple. These are tiny. Yours are going to be bigger. And you can thank me later. Actually, thank John and he was whining a little bit. I'm just going to call him out. Okay, so Frosty. The word Frosty. Let's start gluing. I think I might want to do the tell me about it, or till next time. I always forget what I'm calling this one. Because it will contrast nicely with the snowman's booty ball. Are you doing dots? Oh, you did great on the face. Did you do that with a paintbrush or a paint pen?
A toothpick.
You did toothpick. Even the eyebrows the eyebrows are spot on, girl.
Thank you.
That's about the time where I lose it. So I would recommend you put you do the rosy cheeks, the eyeballs, and the eyebrows before you glue the brim of the hat on. So
I'm regretting this color choice.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do just a little rosy cheek. I tend to use these, but then you're gonna have to spray. That might be a little pink. These are gelato pens. If you have a neon pen, that works too. Basically a water-soluble pigment in a stick. Think of it that way. I need a Q-tip, because I could use my fingers, but they're pretty dirty now. You know what? Your cranberries are really nice.
Thank you. I know that you don't like to do... Oh, you did do the eyeballs. I thought you said that you didn't like to do the eyeball.
I didn't do any eyeballs.
On the cranberry?
Oh, no, those are just supposed to be shine at the top. Here we go. That seems awfully red.
I'm not going to be in love with my background today, but that's okay.
Okay, I'm just going to go. Normally, I would do this with my finger, but that would pollute it. So basically, I just added some rosy cheeks. If it's too much, you can just soften it up. That's too much. Okay, you're not going to see one rosy cheek because that nose goes right over top of it. Okay. Where's your fella? Did you glue the nose already?
I haven't glued anything.
Okay. So I need to know where to put the eyes, so I'm going to glue the nose. This job calls for toothpick gluing. Okay, so the eyes. I wanted to go up, but I'm going to go down. So, technically, the nose is between two eyes, but a lot of people start the nose well before that far left eye. That's fine. It's your work. Go ahead and dip and dot. Oh, that's tiny. You did yours with a toothpick, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Even the eyebrow.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief. Okay, all right. It's getting there. Just gonna dip a couple times. Gonna drop the nose. Okay, and so did you use the pointy end for the eyebrow?
Yeah. Kristen says that she has to get back to work.
Yeah, I
Bye,
know.
Kristen.
Okay, don't move the table. Okay, you saw it here first. We're using, whoa, that's awful close to the eye.
Cute.
He looks a little butchy, a little Groucho Marxy.
Can I have the paint pens, please?
Yeah, there you
I
go.
just need a green.
Mine's a little Groucho. If I put a little dot in the eye, that'll help soften it. Typically, I'd use a paint pen. And I think I had some glue at the bottom of this, so it made it even bigger. But it's okay. No two snowmen are alike. I was thinking about putting snowflakes on mine, too. Okay.
I'm not in love with my background, but it'll be fun. I wanted to do brown, but you did the stain, so I wanted to do something different. And then I started with cream and didn't think that a snowman should be on a cream background.
Gotcha. It happens. Okay, so I'm gonna add some white. Oh, that's black, and that would have been bad. So,
Where's the glue?
right here.
Thank you. You said that you just used a toothpick?
Yes. I was scooping in the glue.
Huh?
My glue's white. My white's white. Oops. I'm just gonna add like a drizzle of snow at the top. Just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like they headed out.
There you go. Perfect. Oops. I can always come back and touch it up, guys. It's okay. It's just paint. I'm not too worried about it.
This dries clear, correct?
Dries clear. All right, there you go. Maybe I'll put some in the, what do you call that? In the fork of the fork. Okay, let's giddy up. So your mouth is just etched. I'm not gonna paint the mouth, that's kind of small. Let's go ahead and glue him on. So the one thing to keep in mind is I made him to go at the bottom, but he doesn't have to. Oh, that was white paint. Good grief. Okay, now it's glue. Now it's gluey paint. But he doesn't have to. So what do I mean by that? But the sides curve, so you want to get them just right. Oop, and he's a sliding. He's doing that Ouija board. He's a slider. Okay, Frosty. Do Frosty in the middle. Because I want to see the shading is what I have going on. Ta-da. And he's meant to fit at the fattest part of his booty ball. There we go. Frosty. We'll have to do some dots on that. Okay, I have a hat, I have a, what do you call this? Berry and holly. Oh, I'm gonna put that up here because I really like the snow drippage I have.
Yeah, I wish I would have had a different background, but I like my snowman.
Yeah, he came out cute, girl.
Thank you. I like yours.
You always say that. We have different styles and it's A-okay. Sweet. Okay, so I'm putting on my big snowflake and maybe one of my small ones, but yours are gonna be a little bit. And then I made this a little wide so you can add a ribbon there if you were so inclined to. Wow, this is quite a difference. This is what the first go was sized like that. You don't always win everything you do. What's important is that you learn every time. Ta-da. I'm gonna put 3, and why am I putting 3?
Because your eyes like odd numbers.
Your eyes like odd numbers. There you go.
Oh, I'm almost there.
I'm gonna put some dots in the eyes because he looks a little like a zombie right now. There you go.
Mine doesn't need a childlike gleam.
Well, yours doesn't have the same issue that mine has with the... It's not in my skin, it's just stuck to my skin. I have this issue of...
Sure, your snowman's the one with the issue.
The Groucho Marx look. Okay, so my Frosty needs a little love. I think I should have painted it one more time, but I'm not gonna. So she ombre'd hers, that looks fantastic. I think I'm gonna do a couple dots and ziggles. Ziggles. Not a lot. We're not giving them measles. We're just putting a couple dots here and there. What you doing?
I'm watching you.
Okay, coming straight down. Otherwise it does look a little weird. What are you doing?
I'm watching you.
Okay. You still working?
I'm trying to decide if I want this last snowflake or not.
The Doritos are gone. I'm super hungry.
Excellent.
Yeah. You can decorate the backer board like she did. I could put some, let's do that. I'll put a couple snowflakes. You could splatter it with a toothbrush.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'd go up the handle. Could be wrong. Come on, baby. I typically would use the backside of a paintbrush, but this paint,
That's what I did.
this paint color, and just pick, there we go. That paint color is bright. Shinier, let's go with shinier. Ta-da. Just pick the size you want. Oops, that's a double. Those ones are kissing, and it's okay. Wait, don't bump me.
Not bumping you. I wish I would have done a little bit more details, but I think I'm happy with that.
Sweet. I love how yours is just so totally different than mine. Great job. So proud of you. I didn't mean to go up the handle. So I added some snowflakes. We got a lot going on. It's like a full-on canvas here. You ready to hold yours up?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
I like mine, but on your background. I'm gonna be like them.
All right, get it in there. Come on, shorty. This or that. Thanks for watching today. If you're sticking back into work, don't tell anybody. No, tell everybody. We'll have more people here next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.